There
stop.
we
We ain't got
go.
time. Look.
Yeah,
We
there you
here.
go. I don't know what's going on, bro. I don't know what's going on. I promise you.
You know what's going on. You playing around.
Yeah. No, that's not on me on this. But come
Did you
on.
say on crib?
No,
So are we live on
Well,
YouTube now?
yeah.
Yeah, we're live now. We
we
live.
are
Yes.
live.
All
I
Okay,
right.
ain't
hold
know
on.
about that.
I gotta send a link to my wife.
All right. So what's good, y'all? We's back. You already know what time it is, who it is. It's the 420 Lord. We in that thing. All right. So we having a debate today, and we are debate is about
Want me to take
go
over?
go loser Rangers.
I got it. I got you, bro. I got it. Let me add. Throw me
Bet.
that out of loop. I got you. So, all right, boom. You
There you
said
go.
pass. All right, boom. All right. So tonight we have a debate. We're gonna talk about basically which is the better anime, Go Go Loser Ranger or Solo Leveling. To my right, to my left, top corner, we have the champion Donald. To his right, we have OVO Max, the smartest in the room, aka Canada's finest.
I ain't playing with you.
Yes, we can see you. Yes. This man. Alright, bro. Alright. Wait, why you gotta have
I'm
all? I
not
mean,
OVO, by the way. I'm not OVO.
No,
man, you
first I
OVO,
said
bro. You a part of the
OVO.
African division of OVO, okay, bro? You're the Afro beats part. But anyway, we're gonna have 5 categories, y'all. They're gonna have to defend those categories. They're gonna have 2 minutes to defend it. So, yes, 2 minutes. Thank you, bro. Yes. Um, so who would like to flip a coin to decide who goes first? Can somebody get a coin out for me? Anybody got some change? I know
Donald's the
y'all.
oldest one. He got a square jar and everything. You got a coin there for us,
I
Donald?
see. He already starting. See, he already starting the shenanigans. He already starting the shenanigans. This man, wow.
I
I
got
think I got.
mine.
You got yours? All right,
Yep.
Donald. What you got? Heads or tails?
I'll say heads.
All right, go ahead, Brian. Flip your little coin. Let's see who going first.
It's tails.
Okay. So the Max OVO Max is going first. Okay. All right. So
No, wait. I want Donald to go first. This is my choice. Donald.
oh my God.
Okay, so we're going with opening statements first.
Yes, opening statements. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead,
So
Donald.
2024 has been a great year for anime. Not only have we had different shows that came out, we've had shows that had big boom. Two of those shows.
Hold on,
Hold
Donald.
on.
I'm sorry. Everybody, if you got to mute the echo here. I'm back on my nigga Donald. So y'all mute up. My bad, Donald. Can you please start?
No, you good. So two of those shows that had a good boom, or a great boom, was Solo Leveling, which has been anticipated for several years, and Go Go Loser Ranger. Today I'm not going to talk about which one was bad. I'm going to talk about which one achieved what they were supposed to. Both shows have their own merits, but one accomplished the mission at hand. Hence, they have the next 2 seasons kind of greenlit. So, as we go through these, hopefully I can make my points clear, and hopefully my opponent can make it salvageable.
All right, Matt. It's on you.
All right, thank you, my brother Donald. I appreciate that. It's been a good year for anime. You're absolutely right. I think the point of this debate is really a comparison and a side by side view of Go Go Loser Ranger on one hand and Solo Leveling. So, what I hope to achieve in this debate is not demean one show and show how the other show is bad, because we're talking about two great shows, actually. To be honest, I think I'm not going to be surprised if any of these, I think both should be nominated for anime in the year, whichever category. Where I'm going to go with this is talk about a comparison, and when comparing them, which one actually achieves that comparison the best, which one actually achieves each categories that our judges will put forward the best. And hopefully, as eloquent as my brother Donald is, I know he'll make his points, but hopefully I can convince one of you judges that Gogo Loser Ranger is one of the most surprising and well thought out animes for this year.
All right, Lavelle, read that.
You got to take over in a little bit. So the first topic, the first thing that I want y'all to defend. This might be hard for both sides. I want y'all to defend world building. That's the first category we have. So, since it was on Donald, we'll start with you. Defend world building for your anime.
So for a new anime, world building is critical to set up. And most of the time, you have to set that up quick and with a clear lens and message. Solo Leveling does that. First episode, you get a glance at kind of what the world is. We get a modern scene. And then you see us go to an island where this modern scene where we have actual technology from now. We have people in medieval armor. And then we actually get to see the monsters attack, and we're getting a view, but then we get actual definitions. We get, okay, this is who this world belongs to. We have a modern world where fantasy has been mixed in because gates have opened up. And the gates have opened up, monsters are coming through. And when the gates opened up, we were birthed these warriors, people gifted with mana and so forth. And as the world keeps evolving, we see, okay, there's certain hierarchies in this rank. As soon as you come and get developed, you either one rank or another rank. There is no growing. There is no getting out of your lane. If you're F rank, you're F rank. If you're S rank, you're S rank. And we even get to see a demonstration of what's the difference between a common rank like C or B and what's the strength of an S and what that actually does to the people around them, the confidence. And they're like, ooh, our S ranks are here. We're getting the feel of that world building right there. And then they give us more deposition, how society has evolved around it, where you have guilds, and with the guilds, you have people going into these gates to close these gates because you don't want them to open because it causes mass chaos. You get to see how society reacts to it, and then you also get to see the benefits that society gets from it. Okay, we go into these gates, we shut down to make sure there's no harm to the people, but at the same time, we're gathering resources. We have a new energy source. We don't have to worry about oil and so forth. We got these mana crystals. We got these cores that we're establishing an economy and everything in the first episode. And then as we go further into the series, more terms and definitions are brought to us, and it's explained immediately. There is no second guessing. We find out, oh, well, there's reawakenings. Sometimes the only way you can get a power up by going through a reawakening. And then we hear double dungeons. Oh, there's a dungeon. There's constant world building in this. And in that world building definitely draws you in, which I think is what is actually a little bit superior to this. The fact that you get that, and then you're constantly getting definitions and how society works and how these guilds interact, how they buy commerce with these guilds, how they interact with other guilds, how they make some trades. Hey, yo, I'm gonna do this. And then we also got civil service. We got people like, hey, look, if you ain't got no guild and we ain't got no guild people, we gonna go ahead and send unemployed people and we're gonna put them together. We also see how the criminal system works along with this. So we get all this world building. But in the first episode of Go Lose a Ranger, I got questions that never got answered. Like, where you set us up with a premise of, well, you know, the good guys are bad and the bad guys are enslaved, but we set you up with a Sunday morning event, and everyone in the world is acting like this is normal and this is, I bought my ticket to see them defend the world like it's a Saturday morning cartoon. I'm wondering if the people in that world are 5 years old. Questions: how did they not know these people are enslaved if they come on every Sunday at 11 a.m.? That's they don't explain that. So the world building in Go Lose a Ranger has me asking questions I don't get the answers to. But here, my questions are answered.
Interesting. That was really good, Donald. That was really good.
Hey,
Um,
Marley King.
mute up.
I got to mute up. Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you echoing. That was really good. So, Max, your turn.
Thank you, my brother Donald. That was a really good explanation. I appreciate the fact you needed the extra minute to do it. Let me try and wrap it up in 2 minutes to make it kind of clear and concise. I'll start off by agreeing with what Donald said. The world of solo leveling gives you those definitions. It gives you the world and it gives you everything right off the bat. And the reason why that's so easy to digest is because the world building is pretty simple. It's pretty easy to understand, especially for people who like RPG games and everything, where this world is getting and what it's trying to do. That's what solo leveling is. Very traditional world building, the one that we're all used to, the one that we've seen time and time again. Now, it's interesting you brought up the first episode of Go Lose a Ranger, because now I want to get into that. The description of the first episode actually says, tired of the Sunday Showdown charade? Fighter D enters the chat. This is the author actually telling us, are you tired of those traditional tropes? Are you tired of that hero winning? Are you tired of sitting down and seeing everything that you're going to see every day? Let's talk about Fighter D. Fighter D, he ain't A, he's not B, he's not C, he's D. He doesn't even get on the podium. He's a fodder. And you get to see the world from his perspective, the world on how he sees it, how he's just a costume and a gimmick. And that's at a baseline, the very simplistic world that we're introduced to, which is a charade. What I love so much about solo leveling is the more you watch, the more complex and untraditional this world gets. Is actually a subversion of the trope. Like, I'm sure people here, you saw solo leveling and like, man, this is nice. I'm going to watch this with my kids. I'm going to watch this with everything. It's going to be a nice family show with a lot of different elements. And it gives you that in the beginning. And what it also does is it gives things for an older audience. It gives you multi-layered society where people are there. Things aren't as it seems. Those rangers, those heroes that we are, they aren't the traditional heroes that we would typically think they were, or kind of wearing a mask under the helmet. Then we start to see the other side of the world as you get further along the episode. Fighter D, the villain, you actually get to see what they go through, all while doing a fun and enjoyable world that never is expected and never becomes traditional. So that is kind of the differences between, I would say, solo leveling and Go Lose a Ranger. While you have a fun and enjoyable traditional world that you would see in many, many video games and solo leveling in season 1, and I'm sure other seasons will get better. In season 1 of Go Lose a Ranger, you are not in for your regular showdown. You are in for a new, fun, and exciting world that still gives you everything you would need in terms of power system, traditional weapons, also abilities, everything else, characters, the people who are enjoying the show, the people who control the show, the people who are the underground. That's all I got.
All right. Interesting. That's so. I'm not gonna let this be a one-off. So if you got anything you want to rebuttal between that, Donald, I'm gonna let you get it, and then Max, if he got, then we're gonna move on after that. So do you want to respond, Donald?
Oh yes, I do, because I think he's right. We do get to see things from Fighter D's viewpoint, but it's only his viewpoint, and I think a world comprises more than just one person's viewpoint. So great, we got his perception. Um, but world building takes you outside of that person, that character perception, and shows you how the world operates. We don't get to see how the world operates. We got questions. Like, granted, he's telling the title tells the consumer, the person watching it, hey, are you tired? But we got people from Fighter D standpoint looking, and they're not operating in the world. We don't understand how to operate in the world. How are you saying, I want to stop us, the perception that we are that we're not enslaved, when and you want to convince the audience, you want to convince the people that come to these showdowns on Sunday, they should be able to see that right then and there. They bought tickets to it. How are you confused? Who are you? The main person's arc is to convince these people. They should have already been convinced already as soon as they bought their tickets. This does a poor job of getting outside the main character's point and showing how the world works, and simply actually preys on his ignorance of what's going on. So I don't know the world I don't know the world of Go Lose a Ranger. I know the perception of Fighter D. And even as the episodes go on and we find new tidbits and so forth, I still don't know what the world is. I only know Fighter D's perspective. So how is there world building if I'm only hearing or seeing it from one person's lens?
That's good. That's good. That's a good point. That's a
Hey,
good.
Max, you can go. I'm about to get. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Donald. And you're right. In the beginning, the show really does focus a lot on Fighter D. But if you remember the third episode, it was by the second episode, apologies, they actually give you that description of the world. And I think what I appreciate so much about the show is that you don't know how the world is completely, is actually a part of what is trying to set you up, because it's trying to give you the intrigue for season 2, as opposed to the common trope where I understand world's not really surprising. I know if he gets here, he's going to get mana. I already know he's at this level. I already know he has money right away. I already know everything right away. It's kind of like a world that develops. And that's really what world building is, continues to develop even along with season 2. So if you remember, even in episode 2, they describe the world as a Jenga piece. And they let you know that this piece is a well-established structure, one in which on first episode, we think is just a perfectly normal structure. But then as you follow Fighter D's journey, you start saying, hey, this structure ain't the same. You take out one piece, it starts wobbling. That's why you start to see different factions between the red keepers, blue keepers, yellow, yellow, pink. All of them operate very differently. One operates in technology, one doesn't. One operates with viciousness. Then afterwards, as you continue along in the story, you start to get to see, hey, Fighter D isn't only the one person in the world affected by those keepers, it's other people. So you start to see their impact, how in this world, the people who are suffering in this system is not only the fighters, which we initially thought in episode 1, it's everyone by episode 12. And that's the beauty. And that part about we don't know, we don't know, we don't know. I think Go-Go Loser Ranger does a better job of telling you we don't know, but we want to find out for season 2.
Okay, so the next category we're going to discuss, and I think it's a good segue into it, is the writing quality. We already hit on world building, so we're going to talk about the writing quality. And Donald, you will go first, 2 minutes each, and Donald go, Max go. Then you guys can go back and forth one more time, and then we're going to go to number 3.
Okay. So as far as writing quality, it's goes away from a traditional underdog story and really follows several different tropes of several different genres. You get a little bit of isekai, you get the video game element, you get the fantasy element, you get the urban angle, you get the political angle. So as the story is molded, you see how everything coincides and mingles with each other, which keeps people coming. And the way they even design like the cliffhangers definitely make you like, all right, what, I'm on the edge of my seat. Like the last 5 minutes is almost crucial in every solo leveling episode, which I think is great quality to really bring back the viewers. So writing quality, especially because it was such a highly anticipated show, you definitely get to see the character arc of our main character. You get to see their motivations. You get to see how they were one way, then how they are by the end of the season. So a complete arc is actually done. To the point where you see motivations heighten, you see brain patterns change, you see strengths, you see weaknesses, you see a lot of those elements that we like in our main protagonists. Why do we want to be on this journey? And then you also see a lot of, not a lot of, but you do get glimpse of moral conundrums that they have to put that person through, which makes you even sit there and be like, oh, wait, what would I do in that situation? And I think when writing makes you think of how you would be in that main character's position, I think that is a great element of gathering the reader and bringing them in, or for this time the watcher, and bringing them in and making them question like, all right, what would you do? And I think that is a sign of great writing quality that we would like to see future as we get anticipated for season 2.
Max?
Yeah, thank you, Pokemon. I appreciate this question. It's a great question. Great explanation, Donald. Like, I also like the writing quality of Solo Leveling. It's really good. You have some very good main characters as well. Yeah, I don't mind it. Where I find Go-Go Loser Ranger to be better is not only does it enact the tropes that Solo Leveling tries to do and does it better, you know, hero to zero, rags to riches, that underdog story, all those same tropes that we've always seen. Solo Leveling does a good job, but it's one we've seen multiple times. As opposed to this one, we actually feel this person. We actually, because they're on their own merit. Ain't no video game saving Fighter D. No. It's him and him by himself who's got to say. We almost think he dies multiple times, to be honest. Even as good as episode 1 in Solo Leveling was, you know, no head, no legs, bleeding all over on the stand. Come on. We knew he was going to make it. But when we saw Fighter D get blown up, we were like, okay, what's really going to happen? Because I guess they could replace it. And you know what that brings up? Because I know we have parents here in the audience. The gruesomeness of Solo Leveling and everything, that is where Go-Go Loser Ranger also steps up. Go-Go Loser Ranger does a good job of tackling mature themes and also also making it playful enough that you could bring your kids to watch at the same time. This is what I love about the writing quality, and it brings me back to my old days where I could watch Lion King, but no, Mufasa and Sinbad are really going through it. So, this is how I look at the writing quality, especially the cliffhangers and everything else in terms of plot development. Constant twists from deaths to unexpected friends and allies, not the traditional friend and ally that you meet at first, and then even into character motivation and development, from saying, I want to take down the Rangers to saying, I want to build a world that I can live with my friends. I think Go-Go Loser Ranger did a better job with that.
Donald, did you want to go again?
Yeah, because there's the thought of plot armor, and I think some people do look at Solo Leveling and think the system might be plot armor. But if I look at Go-Go Loser Ranger, he has the most plot armor of everybody. I honestly, he's saved episode 2. He's literally out it already. Oh, I'm busted. Don't worry, I'm on your side. As long as you, boom, plot armor. Oh, we find out these divine weapons kill all these dusters. Episode 4, he gets hit by it. Oh, plot armor. There is no zero to hero story in this. This isn't an underdog story. Underdog story actually sees progression and progression. You don't get any progression from him. He is the same as he was in the beginning, as he is in the end. In fact, at the end, he loses again to plot armor. To the point he can't even do anything to Blue Keeper. It's not him. It's the boss. It's the boss monster. He doesn't have a room or anything to really shine. So there is no zero to hero. He stays the underdog with no glimpse of coming up. So in every chance, he's saved by plot armor. To the set for it's espionage. I ain't never seen someone get busted by in espionage so many times. He gets busted 4 or 5 times, and they just decide, hey, you know what? We're just gonna. That's plot armor. There is no meaning behind why, because we don't get even the motivations of those side characters that work with him. We can't sit here and say what's the Yellow Ranger's motivation right now to work with him. We don't even get the White Ranger Sakamuro's in the plane. We don't really get his true motivation on why he's helping him. It sounds a little twisted, to be honest. So all this plot armor saving him, and he still doesn't get a chance to shine? While my hero actually goes through progression and he gets stronger, and you see him go from 0 to hero, while this person is going 0 to 0. There is no gas, no pedal, no nothing.
Yeah, that's man, Donald. Were we watching the same show? Like, that's what I'm wondering, man. Look, the thing that confused me the most about our guy Sun Jin Woo, and I'm sure they're gonna explain it in the next season, but we're focusing on season 1. You mean to tell me this unmotivated, weakest man of his whole life, the unmotivated, weak man, suddenly gets a superpower, and it tells him to do push-ups and sit-ups that he's never done in his life? Are you serious? He never thought while he was the weakest, hey, I'm going in, putting the life of my comrades at bay. Maybe I should do some push-ups. Maybe I should run. No, he needs a machine. Even when his mom is dead in the hospital, this man doesn't even think to do basic physical training. He needs a magical monster to tell him to do that. That was the most confusing part of Solo Leveling for me in season 1. Not to mention, you want to talk about plot armor. This man just happens to stumble across a few dogs to boost his energy up. Oh, let me fight these dogs. Then I got automatically stronger. He has so much opportunity to become strong. So many opportunity to become strong back to back to back. While Fighter D, in this instance, he has to use his brain. He has to use his own will. And you see that when he messes up, he has consequences. He almost loses himself to the artifacts. That's what actually makes you feel, you know what? There is a possibility that this show doesn't end the way we think it does. There's a possibility that if this guy loses, a blue screen ain't gonna pop up and say, hey, need some extra power to help? Need a new skill to help me out? Hey, how about this? You in a predicament, I'm gonna turn you invisible. What about that? That's what I kind of thought as very convenient.
So this is a really good like category. So I want
Do we
to
get
see.
to rebuttal a little bit more?
Yes. You get
Thank you.
for this category. Yes. Go ahead, Donald.
Okay, so and this is great because we talked about earlier. This is what world building does. World building sets up. No matter what you do, when you get a rank, you that rank. Ain't nothing you can't buy your way out of it. You can't work your way out of it. You can't. No push-ups is going to help you. No items. It already sets it up for you. So the fact that he gets a chosen like artifact or a chosen like power, where he now can put some work in to get stronger. This is what the world building set up. It explains it. It explains that he was never unmotivated. This man was thrusted into fatherhood because his father went missing because of these dungeons. We understand. Oh, wait, the mother is in eternal sleep because of these dungeons. We understand. This is what good world building does. But what we're missing with the character development of Fighter D is we don't even know he's not even doing this for his friends. Boy looked at him, homeboy get killed, didn't shed a tear or nothing. Don't get no flashbacks or nothing. Don't even think about him, nothing. This is all self-motivated. So we can't talk about, oh, I'm doing this for my friends. This is not an arc. This is not an arc. There is no motivation except revenge for him. And the other people around him, we don't get those motivations at all. The only other person we might get is the boy with the afro, and he says, yo, you looked out for me, so I like you. That's his motivation. So because there's not that good world building, we don't get to see those character arcs really fleshed out. So again, I really do like the concept. I just don't think they've executed it very well to really get us to understand how he's going to progress. Like, of course we think he's going to lose all the time because he ain't get no power up. He ain't got no stronger. He ain't done nothing. So we gonna always think he gonna lose. And unfortunately, he is losing every time because he has not done anything to actually win.
That's a good point, Donald. I would say, Donald, do you remember? You're right. Actually, Solo Leveling says these people at a certain level, and that's where they're at. Do you remember when we saw that other character and he was training, and they said, "Hey, you're training really hard. Why are you training? You know you're already S rank." He turned around and said, "Even if I am S rank, I need to train to keep my skills up to date." You remember that scene, Donald? You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. And that is essentially what I'm talking about. Even if you're weak, Jinwoo, even if you're the weakest, You can't do push-ups ever? You can't run? You can't do some sit-ups at all? You see your friends dying? You saw your friends dying yesterday, and you're like, oh man, should I really work out? Because I'm trying to get back in the field. You need the machine, the blue screen of life to motivate you to do that. What I love so much is you're right. From a power, there's some power scalings here. From a power scaling, we don't see a level 1, 2, 3 like those traditional RPG games. You're right, we don't. But what we actually see is him getting power through getting other people on board with his mission. He's relying on Shin to go through the path and get into the Rangers Association cadet training program. Once he's in that program, he relies on his group to also coalesce so that then they can become Ranger. And what I like about it is, although he tries to resist it, although he starts to fight off the emotion that he cares about other people outside of just monsters, you can see that he starts caring about those allies because they as well are oppressed by, again, back to the world building, they are oppressed by the world that they're in, just like he is oppressed, which creates empathy. And even though he denies it, what you get towards the end is he gets a role, he defeats a Blue Ranger, not in the way he wants to, but you are also, like you've noted, you want more. You are getting that cliffhanger ending that the next season, he is going to approach it more efficiently and better. And that's what I like so much about Go-Go Loser Ranger versus Solo Leveling.
All right, y'all. This is getting. I ain't gonna lie. So right now we're gonna take an intermission, a 2 or 3 minute intermission. I gotta talk to the judges. Y'all hang there for a minute. I know y'all giving me that ladder match. I'll try to tell y'all that. I love it. Pokemon Veil. I'm gonna mute up in a sec. Tell me what y'all think of what's going on. Who you think getting on the ropes? Tell me what's going on with what y'all looking at. I'm liking what I'm hearing. This is getting live to me.
You want us to do this in front of them?
Wait.
Like to say how we feeling about it?
No, not how we feel about it, but what you like. Tell me what you liking, like what you hearing from these two participants. You ain't got to give no score yet. You just talking like this, that. That's it.
All right, I'll go first because I took notes on my little index cards. So, I definitely underestimated Go-Go Loser Ranger's world building. I will say that. I didn't think about the way like Max was explaining it. I didn't picture that before having this conversation. Now I'm like, oh, okay. It kind of did have a little something in there that I clearly missed. And with the writing quality, I'm not even gonna lie. Donald, when you say 0 to 0, I was like, that's a bar. that was a bar. But also when Max, when you said BSOD, as tech people blue screen to death, like I'm like in my head, I'm like, hold on, why didn't this nigga actually do push-ups before? If he was gonna get jacked up, why didn't he do it before? So like, I'm gonna be honest with you, you guys it's getting really good because you guys are giving me different perspectives of thinking it. Solo Leveling, I was just like, oh, it's another like regular anime. But when Donald talked about how it goes from isekai to political to a video game, I didn't take that all in while watching it. I just took it as I'm just watching another anime. So I will say that it's getting really, really, it's closer than I thought. I'm just gonna say that.
Veil is on you. I know you need to be talking. I'm gonna mute up. Go ahead. Vel, you still on mute? Just to let you know, unless you want to pass.
He said, "Pass it, pass it."
Gotcha. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
and he said, "Damn," and he said, "Damn."
Yeah. No, I know he got something to say. So I know, cause I saw his facial expression. I like, yeah, I know he got something to say. So I was trying to give him some chance to say something. But
Can I say something real quick about
Yes.
yes, ma'am.
the
Go
world?
ahead.
Okay, so because y'all know I don't be watching stuff for real, but the world building as Pokemon spoke about, like how it goes from a regular anime to there's politics that's wrapped up in this, and then there's it's a video game. And when I first noticed that, it really gave me what is it Shield Hero vibes. It gave, because that to me video game, you getting dropped into this world that's outside of yourself. As I watched the power scaling, unfortunately, I am not versed in Go-Go Loser Rangers yet. But when I get there, I'll be able to see the power scale and how we don't see them going from one to whatever. Like the rank you at is where you at. The difference between him and everybody else is that he, with his second awakening, can move up, even though he's gonna be E rank probably for the rest of his life. He still has probably more power than an S rank, and it's a hidden thing. And I really like that underdog type, the underdog writing of it all. It's giving Vegeta with Goku's power. Um, I know that is such a cliche, and I know that will never be a thing, but the determination that he has, it changes everything for me. So to me, it's not just a anime. Like, it's not your regular anime. It's giving Midoriya determination. That's all.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
All right.
Can
Yeah,
y'all
you
hear?
good? Okay. Hey, I'm muting up. Go ahead.
All right, so I'll say this. Y'all both coming with the talking points. I'm not even gonna lie, like, especially with the back and forth. I'm like, dang, like, cause like Donald will make a good point, and then Max will come with the right hook, and then Donald will come back with the uppercut, and then Max will come back with the gut punch. And I'm like, dang, like who? I'm over here like flustered, like, okay, this is a good debate, but who really has the talking points, right? But we're not gonna get to that yet. We'll say that for the end. Now, um, I'm not gonna lie, the way that Max was defending the world building, because I didn't think he was gonna be able to defend it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Donald was killing you with the world building. I'm not gonna hold you. But when you came back and really explained it and really broke it down, I'm with Pokemon. I'm like, ooh, I didn't even think about it that way. I'm like, okay, I see why he the smartest in the room. Because I wouldn't have came up with that angle. Yeah, I know. Stop hating on Max. Uh, but yeah, that's just my thoughts. We're gonna vote at the end, but go ahead. Yeah, I'm ready to get back into it.
All right. Pokemon, can you give us the next topic,
You're on
please?
mute.
My beautiful black queen.
All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it said the host muted you, so I don't know. One of y'all trying to mute me off the slide. Watch yourself. All right. So with us discussing world building and writing quality, it's just a perfect little gear right into originality. We just gonna go right into this. So I want to try to connect every single category together. Um, I do want to say don't try to use your same talking points that you used before. I did take notes, and we gonna let you do it. You just gonna lose out on your 2 minutes. But this we just gonna talk about originality with that. So can we go ahead? And Donald, you are first.
Okay, so when it comes to originality, I think the video game trope is not something new, but how you do the video game trope can be utilized as originality. So setting us up in a urban fantasy world, and allowing it to be only one person that gets this trope instead of the normal video game trope is everyone has it. It's a cumulative thing. And then being able to use certain other elements like politics. Now we're getting, okay, we have these hunter groups, and you are this one person in this video game. And what are we going to do with this video game? Instead of the normal, oh, I'm just going to fight monsters and level up. No, I'm going to give you objectives. I'm going to give you push-ups and sit-ups. I'm going to give you 10K runs. Like, that's a different element that we don't normally see. When we see video game elements, it's normally, oh, I just need to beat something. But no, I'm going to give you tasks, and I'm going to give you things that we would normally see almost in our cell phone games. Those daily games, those daily tasks to be in Pokemon Go. Like, oh yeah, catch these 3 Butterfree and bam, you get an award. So you get that, which is more of a gacha game type, which it's very popular in Japan and Korea, and becoming more popular here. We have never seen a gacha game style video game in an anime of this level before. So adding those elements and then adding that underdog and like not knowing what rank he really is, and then adding the whole, okay, you have one thing you can go into your own gates, adds more originality. So when it comes to something that hasn't been done before and why it's gathering so much because people have been wanting this, I think originality, it definitely beats out the normal Super Sentai tropes that you see in Go-Go Loser Ranger.
All right, come on, Max.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. But honestly, reading this, like I said, watching it as well, I should say, it really does follow the regular quest, the regular Cinderella story that you would typically see in pretty much any story. It does it well and it executes well, but when it comes to originality, looking at what power you are going to use for Fighter D, using that small power of transformation and understanding why that is going to play such a good role in terms of subverting power structures is what I found the most compelling part about Go-Go Loser Ranger, right? So in Go-Go Loser Ranger, and I'm using this one because I've used previous points before, but if you look at it, you actually see this character is actually agnostic to gender. He's agnostic to how strong people can even look. He can transform and trick you in any way just by looking at a picture. And that power itself is something that I don't see in typical Super Sentais. And in comparison to Solo Leveling, what I see really that's a very big difference is that approach from the villain perspective and then taking it to where he doesn't become a hero, because the common trope of villain to hero, that's not where it's going. It's going to one where he becomes a villain to freedom, where he's actually going for freedom outside of the structures within villainhood and herodom. So that's what I think is the most original thing about Go-Go Loser Ranger.
All right, we can go to the next one, but I think we got some more. Y'all can say some more about this originality, right? Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. All right.
So unfortunately, those tropes and even his power set and so forth aren't even original. The concept, all this comes from like the last over 2 decades of turning superheroes evil. Like we saw that with Injustice. We saw that with Lord Draken and Power Rangers, Shattered Grid, 2018. Wait, we also see the same kind of setup with that character with Super Sentai's Lupin versus Patrol Rangers in 2018. These are all recycled tropes, unfortunately, that we've seen over and over again in the Super Sentai Power Rangers realm. And even into the even bigger superhero realm. Red Sun, same concept. Injustice, same concept. Earth 2, same concept. Same concept, same. We've seen this. This is nothing new. And that's probably why I'm a little disappointed in it, because I'm anticipating for something new. But when I look at it, I've seen it already. I've read it already. These are stuff I've seen in Power Rangers Super Sentai before. This is stuff I've seen in DC and Marvel before. So where am I going to get the originality? What aspect is actually new when we've already played this?
Yeah, I understand that. And I guess for somebody who is as well read as you, my brother Donald, not much is original for your years of reading and knowledge and years of watching everything. But I would say for the regular person who is even enjoying this for a larger audience, these are new ways to look at heroes and villains. These are new ways to look at what is right and what is wrong. I'm sorry, Solo Leveling, you got multiple things that look the same. We could go from the Shangri-La Frontiers to even in the manhwa space, Omniscient Reader. We can go down the list. We have seen it before. The kid who was weak and relies on a mysterious power to get strong at every single point. And it's not that it's executed poorly. I think the execution is great. But in terms of feeling like, hey, what more is the video game not going to save him? Is the video game not going to come in? We always feel that no matter what situation he gets, that blue screen is going to come and heal him or give him some extra power boost. As opposed to, even when you look at Fighter D's allies, the people that even want to help him, you don't even know if they're going to betray him in the next episode. You don't even know what their intentions are. But you know that there's enough trust to have the same goal, which is to take down two people. And what I like the most about it, we can see ourselves as Fighter D. Regardless of the morals, we could see ourselves as, hey, if I'm trying to be free, how is the best way I'm going to do this? If I'm trying to be free and I don't have that blue screen and Obamacare to come and save me every time, how is that going to happen? And that's what I like so much about Go-Go Loser Ranger.
Not too much on the Obamacare. Nah, yeah.
No, it's Obamacare.
I was about to say that, but not too much on the Affordable Care. All right, everybody that's watching and that will watch this, please go out and vote.
Max.
Hey, excuse me. Hold on. Please go out and vote. Please go out and vote. But go ahead, Donald.
Okay, so we have one more time for one
more. No. Y'all definitely gonna get one more in. Y'all gonna get this one more in because y'all need to come harder.
Because unfortunately, I think that's what is their biggest Go-Go Loser Ranger's biggest downfall. It's actually speaking to one demographic. It is speaking to the Super Sentai demographic. That's why the Super Sentai demographic went to it. That's why no one else was really checking for it, because this was really for Super Sentai fans. It took people out from the Super Sentai fans to tell people outside, hey, yo, check this out. Please check it out. Please check it out. No. And this is why the Super Sentai fans were disappointed, because we expected something better. But because we didn't get nothing better, and these small little groups, it's only small, are coming in and checking it out and be like, all right, this is different. The main audience, the people that was shot for, are disappointed because we deserve better. We expected Shattered Grids on this. We expected Lord Dakin, Tommy the White Ranger on this thing. We didn't get it. But it's cool that some of the people outside that fandom is. But if your main fandom is leaving you, what are you really doing?
And I think that's a good point. But I think what gets missed is its impact outside of the fandom. I think when you really look at it, you are right. as Super Sentai fans, the core fan base, the season 1 gives you enough to be interested in season 2. But for us, the regulars, the outside, and we know, although the core fan base lights the spark, it's the other people that really grow the community and grow the fandom. That's why I got greenlit for season 2. Everybody else saw this as a very light and great surprise. What I see already from the large view and the large fandom of Solo Leveling fans always coming in and saying, hey, wait, it's going to get better. They saw the season and they were like, well, it's good. It's really good. Wait till it gets better. And that is what I found disappointing in terms of its original concept. I have to wait until season 2 for that originality and those new tropes to really come in. Season 1 did a good job of laying the framework, but in terms of laying everything else, that fan base that you're talking about from the Solo Leveling, I think it's only, I've been told that it's seen in season 1 and sticking on season 2, sorry.
Okay. All
Y'all
right.
want to move on? Y'all want more round? One more round of that?
Unless y'all look, if y'all got,
Okay.
I don't think we can. I think we
I'll
good
save it
with
for my
this
closing
one.
statements.
All right, cool. Jot down y'all stuff. Save whatever y'all can do for the closing statements. So since we spoke about the originality and many things that happen in the show that makes it original, we're gonna go to cinematography. Basically, like the scenes, the graphics, everything. I'm even talking about the background stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go into that. I'm trying to tie it in to how we tie in that originality, the writing quality, and the world building. How did all the things that you guys said about it, how did it look on screen? Go ahead, Donald.
So, as far as backgrounds, beautiful. Designs, beautiful. Going different ways with the statues and how they interacted, the power system, beautiful. But I think what really set Solo Leveling apart is the choreography in every major fight after, I want to say, actually after episode 3, spot on. These are rewatchables constantly. Like, oh, did you see him do that Goku montage in the front? Oh, it's about to go down. No, he's about to use that. Oh, let's see how he uses that stealth. Yes. These are things that you're going to see over and over again on TikTok, just rolling on repeat. So, and even down to the last episode, where, or not actually second to last episode, we didn't even get the best. We don't even get the best fight in the last episode. We get it in the second to last episode. Egress, and we talked about that Egress, and we talked about that fight over and over again. Boy, did you see him go with the blade? Oh, did you see him put that blade down? Say, yo, man, oh, you putting your blade down? I'll put my blade. This was a hood moment in history. When you put that blicky down, you putting that down? I got hands too. And what did we see? We saw Dragon Ball Z level combat right there. Bink, 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 over and over again. It looked like a Mortal Kombat game and on times 10. When you saw Egress hit that beep, 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 boom, send him all across the room, and then drag him, that is choreography that we have not seen at that level in most of the animes of 2024. And I actually will be hard pressed to see if you can find any fight choreography in Go-Go Loser Ranger compared to any of the fight scenes in Solo Leveling. So yeah, the special effects on him transforming might be good, but the background's a little shoddy. The monster designs are Digimon-like. Yeah, it's a little subpar when it comes to those elements. It's new, it's crisp, it's colorful, but it's not giving you what it's supposed to give you.
All right, so hold on, Max, before you go, because I gotta ask this question, and it's not gonna take up any of your time. Can you name a fight in Go-Go Loser Ranger that could beat at least one fight in Solo Level? I'm gonna give you time to think about it, because Go-Go Loser Ranger had a whole bunch of fights. Yeah, that's for you, Max, because he challenged you. He said you can't name one. So I'm trying to give you a chance to name one. But I'm gonna give you some time, and not too much on Digimon, Donald. Somebody, not too much, even though it's Pokemon till I die. But still, like, do you know one off the top of your head? Can you accept that challenge?
That's the easiest. I don't need any time for that one, Pokemon.
Okay, give me one.
Thank you, though,
Can you
for
give me one?
allowing me any time. We saw Sun Jin Woo, who we didn't even recognize from episode 1 to 2. I was like, whoa, what happened? Episode 1 and 2? This man got the Kurama blue screen and got some abs, got some shoulders, got some biceps. Okay, well, okay. This man was fighting wolves. What do we do? He was fighting wolves for power. That's a fight scene, right? That counts as a fight scene, right? He was fighting wolves. He was afraid of dogs. I mean, come on. He was afraid of a bark. Man, you got a blade and a dagger and a screen that will let you recharge the whole time. There are some good fight scenes. There are. But if you were to tell me, I compare that fight scene to the fight scene where Fighter D was backed up in a corner by that clown face dude, misogynist, just detestable villain. And what did he do? He pulled out a dynamite to say, hey, we going down together, pulled out, and later on went into a fight with all the Rangers to still come out of it alive. Come on. The fighting sequence and the intensity and the momentum that was building up, it's got to be better than fighting off some dogs, man. What are we saying, bro?
Okay. So you gave us a fight. So you gave us a fight scene. You said Fighter D versus Clown Cuz, and then you said Sun Jin Woo versus the Wolves. Okay, cool. Now go ahead into your cinematography.
The cinematography, like I said, it's good. There's a lot of sleek, cool design, great for the traditional watchers. It hits everything like that. Those chins look weird, man. I gotta say, just in Solo Leveling, those chins look very weird. I didn't know what I was really looking at. What with those chins? I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it's cool. When they were trying to show powers, when they were trying to show different movesets, it was great. What I like the most about Go-Go Loser Ranger cinematography is how that cinematography, how you can see their impact and the levels being changed. You know, when Fighter D or the other fighters get hurt, you can see the sparkles going away and everything else. I found it to, and then in moments when it wants to get bleak and dark, you see the Red Ranger and the splatter. Now that's the part you got to hide from your kids, depending on their age. You see the blood and the spatter, and you can see the tense moment going in. The coloring, the shading, it was great. And those are the differences in which I saw Go-Go Loser Ranger, despite even with a way lower budget, still has comparable and multiple fight scenes better than Solo Leveling.
Donald, you got a rebuttal for that? We could go one more round.
I mean, look, I'm not going to judge the man's fighting taste. If he
I know
likes
this is subjective. This is all subjective.
If he likes to see his character dog walked and then throw some dynamite out, that's completely his. He might be misogynist when it comes to that. I don't know. But I'm sorry. I like to see some hope. I like to see someone overcoming some fear. So when he's going against a pack of 20 dogs, hey, yo, it's a good time for me. But you getting beat around with a cane, again, that doesn't work for me though. But like I said, the designs are slick. All the designs seem like a ripoff from the Lupin series with Super Sentai. The exact same color schemes, exact same cape and everything. But I just don't think when it comes to like the character designs, they hit. You have an old man, you have a over muscular dude. These are all semi popular tropes that I don't feel like are executed very well, especially when it comes to the monster designs. Like, I know we don't like Digimon sometimes, but you looking like a giant werewolf with a giant tiger with some jeans and some drill bits on you. We can't do better than this. This is every Saturday. We can't every Sunday. We can't do better than this. No, that tells me you're running out of ideas, and I think that's what they were trying to show. But I think I get better. I think they put most of the money into the intro and outro than the actual scenes or the actual anime that we'll want to watch. Most of us skipping that intro. But
I know you
this
got
is
some
taste. This
feedback,
is taste.
Whew. I know you got some, Max. This last one. Then we're gonna move on.
I mean, I've never seen someone be so careless about animal cruelty and be so excited to see these dogs get beaten and killed for no reason. But I'll say, even to that, the end credit scenes that you see in Solo Leveling, the different designs, the different actual, I would say that goes into originality. The different design choices that they've done from the intro, the middle, and then even if you guys took a chance to even see some of the end credits, I know sometimes we don't always see end credits. They decided to push themselves with a smaller budget. They decided to push themselves and give people a different flavor. And you keep in mind, what cinematography can you show to your kids, to the children? I got nephews, man. I want to watch some of this with them. I can't see this man bleeding, looking like an assassin all the time. No, I can't. I need to see something a little lighthearted. And that's what I would show to, all the family members that watch this with me. And that's it.
I see you trying to tug on the heartstrings of the parents. I see you. All right.
Hey, he doing a good job though.
Right. All right. So last but not least, okay. So the thing is, I saved this one for last because I want y'all, and this one is okay if you repeat what you said earlier. All right. This is about the replay value. Okay. I need to know. That's another thing that makes, that all the judges agreed on, that makes a great anime. The replay value of it. Can we watch this? Can we watch this again in 10 years? Can we watch this again in 20 years? Like, that is what we need to focus on with this one. And it's okay if y'all repeat what y'all said before to try to tie into the replay value. Also, I want you guys, just one more thing, which is a side thing. I want you guys to give from 1 to 10, 10 being very likely, 1 being not so likely. What's the chances of your anime actually being replayed with future generations? And I would say 20 years. What's the chance? 10. I do 10. What's the chance of your anime being binge watched in 10 years?
Want me to go first again? Okay. So let me say, because this has been a highly anticipated one, I would have to give it like a 9, that it's going to be rewatched over and over again. Solely because I think the team did a really good job of not only giving us memorable scenes that you want to kind of go back to, but they also did a great job with their voice acting. On both fronts, they have a great Korean dub team, they have a great Japanese dub team, and they have a great English dub team. Like, if you look at how the fans were able to interact with the voice actors and so forth, and them interacting with them, they actually got people like, oh, yo, I want to hear him say it. I want to hear him say arise. Like, that scene alone is getting people back over and over again. And as we get closer to season 2, people are going to binge this just to get a refresher. And because we know we got a couple of seasons of this, because season 3 has already been greenlit, so people are going to keep going and checking it out just to get that refresh. It's an easy 12 episode watch, especially bingeable, because the last 5 minutes is always like a cliffhanger that you like, oh, I'm tired, but I'm gonna hit the next one anyway. I gotta do that. I gotta do that. So with that aspect, and the different languages and the reading of a popular webtoon and doing comparisons, you're gonna get a great rewatch value. That I don't think you get when you've kind of saw through the shock factors of Go-Go Loser Ranger. It's kind of like a one and done with the shock factors. Once I've seen him survive, it's not hard. It's not hard to see him survive again. And I think they really do go off of more surprises to keep the people. But once the surprise is ruined, the surprise is ruined.
Short and sweet. Go ahead, Max.
Yes, very short, probably. But like I was gonna, just to start off, we're talking about the season one. I don't think we're mentioning about the manhwa or anything else, and that's really the real thing that counts. That'll bring the replay value back to Solo Leveling. We know the manhwa fans. It's one of the most popular manhwa ever. They will support it. I'm a One Piece fan. I'm gonna watch the live action, but if you are focused solely on season one, not bringing in the other factors and not bringing in the sales, the other mangas, and everything else, focus solely on the season, what is the replay value? My brother Donald is right. There are some good scenes in Solo Leveling. Keyword, scenes in Solo Leveling. You know, it has a good, if you want to see a rise because you're interested to see what'll happen in season two, not season one. That is a good scene. If you want to see the voice actors because you watch the manhwa and then you're going in, that is a good scene. All those external motives is what will make that replay value. But for a regular watcher like us, the ones that are just watching it for season one, I mean, a YouTube short is fine here and there, but if I really want to rewatch something from A to Z, Go-Go Loser Ranger is one in which you can sit and watch full episodes. The relationship that you have between the Pink Ranger and the Pink Ranger, and as well as Shin, his friend, that doesn't get revealed until later on. So when you rewatch it, you start to be, oh, Shin makes a lot of sense now. Oh, now I understand why that Pink Ranger is talking to the yellow girl, saying, yellow cuz being like, hey, you got to be more likable because she's been through it. She's been through everything. And that was so good about rewatching all of season one from start to finish. Not just scenes, because we can do the scenes anytime, but sitting down and rewatching the full thing, that has someone who didn't read the manga, not a part of the core fan, that is what I enjoyed. And I will really say that is what I prefer in terms of a rewatch value, something that I can rewatch again and pick up new things. Solo Leveling, every time you know when that screen's coming. You know, all right, we know you we know you're really gonna go. We know how it's gonna go. The screen's gonna save you every time. Why am I gonna sit down and rewatch it when I can just watch, as my brother said, the scene on YouTube? That's all I'll say.
So just hold on one second, Donald. So you did answer my question, but you didn't answer my question. On a scale from 1 to 10, within 10 years, how likely do you think that Go-Go Loser Ranger will be replayed? I got a 9 from Donald for Solo Leveling. I want to hear yours, Max.
Oh, me, my bad.
My
bad. I forgot. How? So the question is from a 9 to 10.
Yeah, like on a scale of 9 to 10, like what do you think the replay value is going to be in 10 years?
Oh, I think it's going to be a 10. I think it's going to be a 10 for sure. I think people are going to go back, see the dynamics of season one, see exactly where this journey from Fighter D went. And I don't even know where it's going. I can just see him evolve and grow. I think it's going to be a 10 because you're always
all right, you trying to sell it now. No, I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Let's be real.
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
Even at the end, you see all the villains and characters that will show up in season 2. That's a great season 1.
Okay. All right, Donald, did you want to rebuttal?
Yeah, because I think the concept of replays, especially in our society now, yeah, we can chop it up in scenes. That's replay. Yeah, I can show that scene and be like, yo, what anime is that from? Yo, let me show you, my dude. Let me show you. Pump on the crunch. That's rewatch. Like all these elements, unfortunately, do play to rewatch. So when I go through this season of Go Loser Ranger, I'm not coming back for season 2, unfortunately. I'm done. I don't like to see despair. I like to see a progression, and I didn't get that in season 1, so I'm not coming back to season 2. It's a wrap for me. But season 2 of Solo Level, I'm coming back. I'm rewatching right before. In fact, look, I'm about to rewatch it 3 more times because I got my wife downstairs going through her One Piece journey. I'm like, hey, babe, as soon as One Piece is over, we're gonna whop this right here. Like, it's that collective. So all these outline elements help. I don't think they hinder. And because yours doesn't have those outlying elements to help it, I don't see how you see a 10. Our math is different. Because again, I ain't coming back to this. I was a one and done. I've struggled through this time again. I'm like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
I've seen this before. All right, the blue guy on it. Poke him. He gonna blow up. Yep, he's down there. No surprise. Yep, it's done. It's a wrap. I've seen better. If I want to watch something better, I'll pick up Scattered Grids from Power Rangers. I'll watch Injustice. If I want to see a better story, I don't need to come back for this. But Solo Leveling, people anticipating, people are checking it out. Those scenes is dragging people in. That's how you gather. Look, I go on TikTok and just scroll. That's how I just saw one scene from a show. Next thing I know, I'm watching 5 seasons of Rookies. I go through another one. Oh, now I'm watching a new anime I never seen. Like, this is how people are gathered. So don't despair these scenes, because these scenes gather people in and get new watchers to rewatch it over and over again with their friends and family.
All right, go ahead, Max.
Crunchy, did you want to ask a question?
Oh, sorry, Crunchy.
My bad. I thought you wanted to ask a question.
Yeah. My bad. No. I'm loving what y'all got going on. So I ain't trying to interrupt nothing. Go ahead.
Just absorbing everything.
All good. I think Donald kind of agreed with me on multiple fronts. Donald, the strong working family man. Now that his kid's asleep, all right, baby, we can finally watch Solo Leveling. He doesn't have the freedom to watch it any other time. But moreover, what he really agreed with me is the scenes is what you are watching. It is the scenes. You are right, Donald. I'm happy. The scenes are great. Those scenes are very good. Just like Naruto scenes are very good. Just like any regular hero Cinderella anime shonen scene that we have seen back to back to back to back, those scenes are good. But when you're actually trying to better understand a plot, when you're actually trying to sit down and be like AOT, what else can this give me? What more can I see after a second rewatch? You start to notice this isn't a story only about despair. This is actually a story about freedom. And what makes it even better about the rewatch, unlike Sun Woo, Sing Woo, which again, great anime, there's actually humor in Go Loser Ranger. They are actually making fun, making light of not only the situation, but everything else. This is what I'm talking. There are more elements that the story comes together with, that the story has in and of itself in Go Loser Ranger, that allows you to rejoice and say, man, this joke is so much better. Hey, man, this scene, the reason why these characters are doing their thing, I finally understand it. So now I can focus on other things in the story.
All right. Whew. That was good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was good. The cheap shots and all. that was good. Um,
Ain't lying.
so what I want y'all to do, and we're gonna take a quick little like 2 minute break so the judges we can talk and everything. But what I want y'all to do is I wanted y'all to take everything: world building, writing quality, originality, cinematography, and replay value, and put it all together for your closing arguments.
Yeah, I do have a question.
Okay. Sorry, Crunch.
'Cause, this is the towards the end, but when you, let's get back to the writing, right? The plot. Y'all talking about the whole writing thing. How do both animes do with the side characters?
That's a great question, Crunchy. Actually, oh my bad. Did you
I'm
want to
about to say
go,
let's
Brother
let's go
Donald?
in the same
No,
order
we
that we
can.
was.
No, Max is eager. Let Max go first. I've been taking
Ooh,
the front. Let Max go first.
Max, you cool with that? Because you did win the coin toss earlier. You cool with that?
I'm cool with it. I
All
think
right.
my brother Donald's a little tired, so I want to give him a little break from going back to back first.
And
Yeah,
but while they answering the question, we can be doing what we're doing on our end.
all right, it's good to go. Good to go. Am I lagging? I can't hear y'all, or am I good?
No,
You're
you're good to
good.
go. You're good.
All right, my bad. Okay, well, and it's another part within writing quality that I really wanted to talk about. These side characters in Go Loser Ranger are so important because it's with those side characters that he can actually accomplish his goal. He needs Yuki. He needs the support Yellow Ranger character to figure out how best to achieve his goal. He needs those other cadets to figure out how best to achieve his goal. He needs the Pink Ranger person to figure out how to also, but also he wants to also see other fighters like XX who's trapped in her predicament, who is trying to be free like him, and then the end finds out that I just got to be beholden or unfortunately a slave to a slave to that fake Joel Olstein there with the blue with that fake preacher. Yeah. So what I'm trying to show is that these characters in Go Loser Ranger are so essential to the main character's survival and to the overall plot. And not only that, not only are they important to go to the next step, he builds a relationship with those people. The only real important character, the only real important character, side character in Solo Leveling is the blue screen Obamacare.
I really challenge you to watch it again because I feel like you missed a lot. Um, Unlike your Go Loser Ranger, which we don't get no motivation from any of these side characters. And we're just hoping and praying that we get something next season. Like, great, give it to me today. Why I gotta wait till tomorrow? So we get to see a built relationship with his brother, not his brother, but his friend that's building a guild, and we get to see the motivations of why he's doing that. I'm doing this because of with my father. We get to see the motivations of the sister. We get to see his mother and how she interacts with the world. We get to see guild masters and how they interact. We get to see their motivations. Like, well, I'm getting why I gotta beg on Go Lose Ranger for something, and they giving it to me on a silver platter in Solo Leveling. I'm confused. What is the Yellow Rangers, top Rangers motivation? You don't know. Hopefully, we'll find out next season. If we don't, we'll find out season 3 if they get one. Don't save something for next year when you're not promised next year. Let me get it now. Give me a glimpse, a morsel, something. I'm not getting any of that. Not one bit. They're just there as plot armor for the main character because the main character can't do nothing. That's all they are. They're not main characters. They're not even side characters. They are tools. They are just bodies there. I get no motivation. I wait, no, never mind. Homeboy with the short hair. I got motivation from him. And that's how we found out the boss monsters were still around. Which, surprise, none of us knew that for 10 episodes. That, like, left field, and we still don't get explanation on that. No deposition, no nothing. So yeah, your side characters are tools. My side characters are actually living beings.
I know you got something for that. I know you got something.
Man, I really feel like we put a lot of pressure on Donald watching two shows back to back because he must have been watching it at 2x speed. Because Donald, why the hell do I want to see Sung Jin Woo team up with Donald Trump Jr. just to get a bit of money? That's who that character is, right? His dad is a big construction dude, paid everything. We see him team up with Donald Trump Jr. just to get a little money. And when we talk about side characters, to your question, Crunchy, which villain do you want a backstory in season 1 of Solo Leveling? Come on, bro. These are do you want to see a backstory on the wolves? Do you really want to see a backstory on those wolves that he fights? But honestly, let's be for real. Every single villain that Fighter D has, there is a reason behind. And it actually changes the narrative from going to a completely cynical, self-centered Ranger, Red Keeper, to going to a more compassionate Blue Keeper, who is also an antagonist. All of those characters we see, we feel some type of thing because he is facing real people. He is facing real villains, and not just dogs that pop up and disappear and give you a crystal at the end.
Yo.
Sheesh.
Y'all just been hitting below the belt.
Oh, hey, it's getting spicy.
Not even y'all. I would like, woo. All right. Okay. So, like I said before, well, y'all got any other things y'all want to get off your chest?
Well, I should get one more rebuttal since he had two, correct?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sorry. Whew. It's getting hot in here.
So, yeah,
all the shade.
Unfortunately, we do get backstories in ours. We get a backstory on the first group that tried to murder him. We get a backstory on the assassin boy. We get a backstory on the prisoners. We're getting stuff. When am I going to get some from Go-Go Loser Ranger? Except that Blue Keeper was there for posing. That's what he's there for. You gave us all this weak power background, weak backstory, just for us to find out, yeah, he's the right height. Grab him. Mm-hmm. What are we doing? And if someone can tell me the motivation of the yellow junior rank, please, I'm begging. I've been waiting for it. I need to understand what. I don't understand what's going on with that character. And this is because they're not giving us anything. They're hoping we come back for next year. While this place is so lovely, is giving me something. So when I come back next year, I can relate to it and dive deeper into it. Yes, I want to know the backstory of the system. I want to know the backstory of the statues. I want to know the statue. I want to know the backstory of why is this happening. That's what world building does. Most of us are One Piece fans. We want to know why the world is the way it is. I don't get that from Go-Go Loser Ranger. I don't, because they haven't told me anything. I might be if they give me a morsel. Just a little bit. Just don't give me everything. Just give me a little bit. Just a little bit. Give me something to wet my lips. Give me. I'm dying of dehydration. I'm thirsty. I'm in the desert. Go Loser Ranger. Give me a drop. I ain't got it because I gotta wait till next season, and that's why I'm done. I'm not gonna die of dehydration because of this show. No, I'm gonna go someplace where it's feeding me. Give me something to drink. Let me kick my feet up. Let me enjoy the story because they told me there's a story.
That's what he said, Donald. That's what he said. I'm trying to wet his lips. Give me a drop.
The stuff was so dry. We all needed cups.
Hey,
We all,
Max, you need to come
everybody
back.
take a drink.
Hold on, Max,
Hey,
get up.
thirsty,
Get
man.
up.
Hold
Get
on,
up.
Max, get up. Come on, OVO, Max. We gonna let y'all go. One more you, one more him.
No. It's okay. Two. I think two is good. Two is good.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, this is the last thing that I'm gonna let Crunchy and Lavelle take over. But just I want y'all to take everything: world building, writing quality, originality, cinematography, and replay value. I want you to take it all and put it into 2-minute closing out. There are no rebuttals on closing statements. Okay. Are y'all cool with that? Because this is your closing thing. All right. Do y'all want the because Empress here now, and she can talk more about Go Loser Ranger and everything. Do y'all want us to? Y'all need 2 minutes to get closing statements together while we talk amongst each other?
Yeah, y'all can talk.
Okay, so we're gonna do 2 minutes. I'm gonna put my timer on.
All I'm gonna say is this: my question kind of swayed a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all some good debaters. I give y'all props. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming to the pod, giving y'all positive energy to this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This has been great. Y'all, y'all giving me that TLC match I was telling y'all about. I liked it. That got me twisted. I ain't gonna hold you. So,
now this debate exceeded my expectations. I'm not even gonna lie. We have to do this again. We're gonna have to pick two other and we're gonna have to do this again. Maybe not, we don't gotta use the two same people, but we're gonna have to do this again for sure. But this was good.
And that boy Max, my bad, Val. Go ahead.
Man, Max came in here and I'm not gonna lie, you probably impressed other people outside of just us because you were the underdog. Let's be real, you were the underdog. Donald was the big dog. He the champion. People was thinking that you was gonna come in here drunk, come in here, you know what I'm saying, biting your tongue and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, oh shit, there you go. They didn't think you was gonna be able to hang with Donald. I'm gonna be real, but you was out here fighting. This was like Luffy and Kaido on Roof Piece. Like y'all was going at it. Blood everywhere. It's blood on the dance floor, like Michael Jackson. That's all I'm gonna say. But y'all did y'all thing, man. Like,
can you do a Naruto reference?
No.
I love Naruto. Go ahead.
It's like whoever in Kaido. Ooh. It's like L and Light.
Man, stop hating.
Hold on. Who's L and who's Light?
Time's up. Doesn't matter.
All
right.
All right. So we're gonna close this debate out, and I really, really, really do appreciate y'all for coming out and stuff like this.
We gotta
they gotta do their closing statement.
I know. Can I talk?
Go ahead.
So this is towards the end of the debate, y'all. So they finna summarize what they got going on, and we're gonna see what's up. So is it Donald first or Max? Who flipped the coin again? Donald. All right, Donald closes out, and then we're gonna go from there. Sensei.
So from the world building to the originality, the creative writing, being able to change certain views and to gather an audience this size and to compel people to keep going. I think today I've laid out some things that you can get from Solo Leveling. And you can get some things from Go Lose a Ranger. But there's one that's superior and that does execute it better. Even though Solo Level is a simple concept, it's executed very well. Go Ranger is a polarizing concept that doesn't get executed to its fullest. We have higher expectations if you're going to tackle the fandom that is. I mean, Go Lose Rangers. I mean, Super Sentai has been going on for over 50 years, 35 in America. This is a growing fandom, and we want something that's supposed to be. And as a responsible parent, Max, my children are under like 9 and under. Okay, they're not watching none of these shows. Let's get that clear. Both of them are violent and gruesome. I'm not putting that. Not letting my children watch that. Okay. So if you are letting your nephews watch it, call your uncle, call your brother, and let them know. Call your brother and your sister, let them know what you got your nephews watching if they're under 10. But when my daughter gets older, because she's an aspiring author, and she wants to ask me questions about world building, I'm gonna give her a couple examples. I'm gonna give her One Piece. I'm gonna give her Reincarnated as a Slime. I'm gonna give her Solo Leveling. I'm not giving her Go Lose a Ranger. It just doesn't. It does not complete the mission for my daughter to be successful. It doesn't give what this generation give it to me now, when you're starving people for more and more. I need to get a little piece before I really want more. So when my daughter becomes 14, because that's probably when I'll let her watch this stuff. When she comes 14 and she's like working on her third book, because she's worked on 2 already. When she works on her third book, around that time, baby, come sit next to daddy. We're gonna watch Solo Leveling. I'm gonna show you some world building. I'm gonna show you how to set up rules and parameters in your world, so your readers aren't asking questions, that your readers get to understand, so your readers can immerse themselves in that world because they know how the world operates. Versus, I guess I'll tell you next season. Maybe the season after that. So, in conclusion, Solo Leveling accomplished their mission. Simplistic but complex. Grow. Character arcs. They did it all. Go Lose a Ranger. I guess we'll wait till next season to see a character arc. Thank you.
Max.
Hey, how's it going, y'all? Man, first off, I want to thank the judges so much for taking time and entertaining us. I appreciate it sincerely. I want to thank my brother Donald for taking time out of his day, and just attending the debate. It's been very fun having this conversation. Very good debate, I would say. Going into my closing arguments, look, if we're talking about both shows are great, right? Solo Leveling and Go Lose a Rangers is a great show. And when we're comparing these two, not to their fandom or anything else, when we are comparing them to those classic tropes, rags to riches, underdog, they both do a good job. The difference that we have is one is a straightforward story that I am positive that your amazing daughters, Donald, had written in their first book, while the other one is a very complex, nuanced story that allows for humor, that allows for depth, which goes into the world building. It goes into the longevity. It allows for interesting characters, not side dogs and fake criminals that we're going to keep seeing back to back, actually villains that we care about and understand. It allows for an originality, a subversion of classical tropes, seeing the world from a different perspective. And you ain't going to see any of those weird chins going around that you see in Solo Leveling, of course. And then finally, it allows for a more realistic world, not a world where you are born and given a class, but a world where when you talk to people, when you build alliances, when you make friends, you can accomplish your goal in freedom. So Donald, I will say, of course, no children under 13, mature audience, but I am positive with the amazing children that you've had, children who've written their first book and can literally write a Solo Leveling story. It's nothing new. You don't, by the time you watch all those amazing animes, the One Piece, the Omniscient Readers, the Shangri-La Frontiers, by the time you watch all those ones that have done the straightforward trope, if you bring a kid to watch Solo Leveling, that's only going to be a bedtime story. So yeah, that's my closing statement. Thank you, guys.
Y'all was supposed to be nice, but I see what happened.
You see what I'm saying? But I don't know what to say. Lavelle, I know you ain't been saying much, so do you want to say a little something, or what's up? What y'all you want to do?
Yeah. Everybody mute up for me, just in case there's an echo. Yeah, can everybody mute up? Thank you. Man, this is. Are we telling like what categories we rating and who we giving it to, or like what? Just to make sure I want to follow the rules. Come on. Hello.
All right, so yeah, you got me. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. Instead of doing the number thing, just put on the 5 categories who won in your opinion. We're gonna put it in the group chat, and then whoever out of everybody go from there, and then whoever that wins.
What group chat?
The one
So
the one I was talking to you on, ma'am.
the private chat that we have as a panel.
So we're gonna do it in the chat instead of just going over.
I don't even see this chat. What chat?
Yeah, I think just be faster. Us just going over, bro. Like, yeah.
Yep.
Because I ain't trying to keep it all that. Yeah. So let's let Pokemon go. You go. I go, and then Brian will go. Just go. Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna be short and sweet. I got it 3-2. Oh, hold on. Is it individual or all together?
Individual.
Okay. Luckily, I took my master notes because y'all know.
Yeah, you went to college, all right.
Yeah, process manager here. Gotta take good notes. All right. So world building, I give it to Donald. Reason being is because I could see Go Lose a Rager expanding more on their world in season 2 and everything, but just within season, since we're only doing season 1, I give world building to Donald. Writing quality, I give it to Max. Donald, you had some catchy stuff. 0 to 0 was very, very catchy. But as somebody that's not into Super Sentai, this was different for me. This was a whole different type of thing for me. And as a okay mom, because y'all super parents over here, like all my kids watch it. All right, they 14 and 10. The dog watched it too. All right, so we all watched it, but I did not allow my kids to watch Solo Leveling. That does play a part with me when it comes to writing quality. If I like the fact, and Max, you said this, I like the fact that there was some shit that I did tell my daughter, hey, close your eyes. Like when the Red Ranger's punching the dude on the wall, I'm like, hey, shut up, close your eyes. But I like the part when I'm like, all right, you can open it up now. Look, now they fighting with lifesavers. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. It's not lifesavers. I know the swords, but you know, I like that. Solo leveling, I thought I could watch it with my kid. Nah, you gotta go. Bye. You gotta leave. And so I did like the writing quality of that. Originality, again, as somebody that does not watch Super Sentai, I don't know about like last time I know about Power Rangers. Okay. I know the monster of the week. I know like the tropes with that, but I liked the fact that the heroes are technically like the bad guys, but the bad guys are still the bad guys, but they're also superheroes, but they're not, and nobody in the world really understands like what I don't even understand what's going on, and I kind of like that because again, Solo Leveling gave me that super weak, overpowered, awesome, like dude. But I like Solo Leveling. Number 4, which was cinematography, I give to Solo Leveling. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna say. I don't think I have to say why I gave it to Solo Leveling. I'm sorry. Like there was a scene where Cuz with the white hair and the orange eyes was fighting, and he was bent over like this, and it looked like he was like this the whole time. Yeah, no, I didn't like that. Solo Leveling showed me clean shots off of episode 1. Episode 1 already had me. And number 5, replay value. This one was kind of hard because Power Rangers are still going on and people are still watching Power Rangers. So I didn't know about Go-Go Loser Ranger, but I gave this one to Donald because I do know that people are still watching that traditional over and over and over again shonen. Now, this isn't a dig at Solo Leveling, but Solo Leveling is very traditional. It is like, underdog that magically becomes super, like Naruto got his Kurama. Nigga ate that fruit. You see what I'm saying? Like this, there's nothing that I can do with that. I talk crap about shonen niggas and stuff all the time, but I can see this being replayed again in 10, 20 years, like even 20 years. I can see somebody rewatching this. Go Loser Ranger, I could only see a specific fandom watching this. And from what I heard here, that fandom doesn't even really like it. Crunchy.
All right. When it comes to world building, I had to give it to Donald. He made a good point about they explained the world what it is, and for people to understand, he did a great job breaking that down. Max, I think that people will have to actually focus to understand that world building you saying, I wanted to choose you, but it was like, nah, Donald got that replay value. Donald, I think that Donald, when it comes down to Solo Leveling, I think people will replay because of the fight, like he said about the moments of people going on TikTok looking at certain scenes over and over again, and now they saying, "Oh, I need to go watch this show. This show right here, I gotta go watch." So when it came to replay value, now the writing, I give to Max. You did an excellent job breaking down the writing, the storytelling, and that character development. See, when I asked about the side characters and you did it, that right there swayed me a little bit. So the plot and the writing, you got that. You got that. Originality, Max, you won that too. Because for me, I think it is different, and I do like the complex of the character because, like you said, we don't know if these people that team up with him is going to turn on him or really going to be with him. We don't really. It's a lot of little things that's different from a lot of animes that I haven't really seen a lot of, to me. So that's why I chose you on that. And then when it comes down to the last one, I had to give it to Donald because the fight scenes, how everything shot and looked, that just you can't beat that. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait, what was the category? Just
Cinematography.
There you go. Yeah. So that's it on that part. So
can everybody mute up?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute up.
Brian, can you mute up real quick?
I've been mute.
My bad. All right, let me go over mine. All right, man. I'm not gonna lie, this was tough. But as far as world building, I gotta give it to Donald with the world building. I mean, there still was a you defended it, Max, but Donald came. I don't know. Maybe that Superman shirt gave or he took a confidence pill or something. I don't know, but that man came with it and defended the world building. The writing, I got to give it to Max. I I have to agree with him because this is a different perspective as far as what the Rangers go. From my knowledge, I'm not a big Super Sentai fan. I'm not a big, you know, Rangers fan like that. But for me, this was different. As far as cinematography, I gotta get that to Donald. Um, I know you talked about them chins, Max. Now look, them chins was crazy. I'm not gonna hold you. There was some crazy looking chins. You know what I'm saying? Um, but at the same time, Solo Leveling still pulled it off with the animation, and even with certain scenes. Even though I still feel like that last episode didn't do it for me personally, but overall it did good. As far as with that. Now let's move on to replay value. I gotta get that to Max. The replay value. I actually went back and rewatched both of these shows, um, and I couldn't get like the first 5 minutes on the level, amazing, and then it falls off for me. You know what I mean? But I like the way you defended it. That's the thing, though. Like you defended it. I like both of what y'all defended, but the way Max defended it really stuck out to me. And then let's see, originality. That's the last one, right? Um, it's just a different perspective, man. It. I'm sorry. I've seen subtle leveling before. Like I've actually done research on it. I've seen other ones that's similar. It still does it the best. Don't get me wrong. Subtle leveling is good. But for me personally, that Go Loser Ranger just hit different, man. I'm sorry, man. But yeah, that's it right there. Go ahead, Empress.
Okay, this was good. Um, and it was really good because out of everybody on this panel, I'm the only person that is late to the party. So for me, this is which one should I watch first? This is a which one is more which one has the most interesting storylines, interesting characters, interesting um plots. I like a reverse world, so for me, Go Loser Ranger sounds like it's that world. I root for the villain no matter what, don't care. Scar, like the Lion King, as it was brought up, Scar was right for what he did. Okay, he was right. Sorry. If you knew the backstory, you would pick him too. So world building, I'm gonna give it to Donald. It was beautifully defended. The world building that they did, because I was able to actually watch um solo leveling. It was something that was created different. Like I said before, it gave me um Shield Hero. Um, it gave me there was another anime that was like it where it was got sucked in a video game. I just don't remember which one it is. But anyway, I like those certain animes. So I guess that's the bias that I have. But it was different as the fact that it was like it mixed up a lot of traditional animes together. So it gave me Shield Hero, it gave me Hunter x Hunter, it gave me all these different animes that I actually like in one. Um, when it comes to replay value, I can't get to anybody because I haven't seen Go Loser Ranger, so I can't really say if I would rewatch it again. Um, I can't really say I'll watch Solo Leveling again, even though it was good. It took time for me to be like, oh wow, this is really good. Like the first episode, damn. But after that, like Lavelle said, it was like, okay, let's get to the part that we really want to get to. Writing, I'm gonna go with Max because Solo Leveling is traditional anime. We've seen the zero to hero in almost every anime that we watch. I want something different. The zero to zero line, Donald, that was catchy. I like it. I like it. That sounds like something I need to watch. If it's a zero to zero, I need to see that. Because I don't know how you get zero and zero. Anyway, film. For all intents and purposes, again, I can't give it to really to anybody. However, how the shots were described by each, um, Solo Leveling had cleaner shots. Um, I like the attention to detail in the background. Um, but when I go and watch Go Ranger, I'll be able to give a more in-depth description of that. So we will have to end up doing a part 2, obviously, of this. Originality based on writing, I'm gonna give it to Max. Because it's the Go Ranger is different. Go Loser Ranger is different from the traditional anime tropes that we watch on a daily basis. So for me, it's probably an even split. But this was good, and as someone who who has to find different animes to watch specifically because of this podcast, um it gives me another show to put on my very, very long list of shows to watch. So for that, I am grateful. And I'm sure that there are lessons that are in both shows that we can all take from this. However, I will not be showing my children, especially my son, I will not be showing my children either one of these. Sorry. My baby is
Y'all not
7.
gonna keep coming for me, man.
My baby
Y'all
is,
not gonna
listen,
keep coming for me, bro.
my baby is 7. He's 7. He's 7. We got enough
We
of the
was
video games. We got
we
enough
was
of the video.
watching. My baby watched Roots at 6. All right, y'all don't stop playing with me.
Okay, Roots. Okay, historical value.
Okay.
I give you that. I give you that. But not this. No. He gonna close his eyes and
Roots is
cover his
ears.
ears. Bruce is unhinged for a 6-year-old.
Oh
But I
well.
can't be mad because I watched Amistad at darn near about the same age. So yeah,
And they learned today.
yo. I mean,
Y'all not gonna come for me.
Hey, you teach him early. You teach him early. Okay.
So who's the winner? Like, can we tally this up? Like,
I feel that based on everything that has been said, I think that all of this, from what I've seen, 1, 2, 3. I think that it's a 3-2 split. Well, yeah, it goes to Donald.
Donald
Just
won
based
by
on what I
point.
see, yeah, he won. Oh,
Oh, what
did we lose?
happened?
Oh,
Oh,
child, I thought we lost everybody.
I'm about to say, man, we in the ghetto.
Congratulations, Donald. Good
Congratulations,
debate.
Donald.
However, I do want to make
Go ahead.
I do want to make a notice though that when Empress watch Go Loser Ranger, I do need you. Donald won this one, but I do need you to report back and finish these.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
These
I
two categories. All right.
Yeah, because I really didn't. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, since you didn't watch Google Losing Go Losing Ranger, I was just like,
But
for Max to convince you to win some of the stuff,
I was just about to say that.
That's the debating skills right there. So for somebody who haven't watched it to listen to you and do that, that's pretty good to me. That's what it is.
Very much encouraged.
To be honest,
watch that tomorrow.
If y'all want to, y'all could give it to Donald. I would say it's a tie. You know,
we gotta let her watch. We gotta let her watch.
I'm a chance to watch it, I guess. Yeah, because I don't. But
we gotta be fair.
I try to be fair as possible. That's my.
So
thing.
you trying to tell
Don't
me?
know how it's.
You know how I am.
Hold on, is the debate over now, right? So I can start roasting.
No,
Hey,
we
yo.
gotta,
Oh my God.
Can we wait until Clubhouse?
So no, wait. So now I'm about to start roasting. I know y'all black asses ain't motherfucking make me spend an hour and 58 motherfucking minutes. I'm drooling because of my.
I'm crying.
Hey, yo.
I know y'all ain't make me spend 2 hours straight. Watch yourself. Big ass. Talking about I like that big drooling ass. Get your ass off of my phone. Get up.
Yo.
I know y'all asses. Everything. You exist, nigga. That's what you did. So I know y'all asses ain't make us spend 2 hours. Donald won this, and we could have a contest. Like you know how the Olympics they took that silver drink from the girl. Guess what? We could do that to Donald. All right.
All right. We can do
You
that.
gonna
So
got me
I
wasting
will
my
watch.
2 hours.
So
Hey,
I
I
will
just want
watch
to say
Go Loser Ranger.
congratulations,
Okay,
Donald.
hold on.
You did a
So,
good job
hold
at
on.
the
Yeah,
debate, man.
I'll report back to y'all
go ahead, Donnie.
after I watch Go Loser Ranger, and I'll
Thank you,
come back.
boo.
Nah, thank you. Like I said, I wanted to do this debate with Max because I just don't want him to have the smartest in the room title. That's just it.
This is petty.
This is the only reason I did this.
All right.
I like it.
Pena is
So,
right.
let me
But
cook this
I
wide.
do
Oh,
want to say
okay.
I do want to say Max, you did do a great job, bro. People can't talk and say you ain't. Nah, I don't want to hear nothing on that note. Not about Max. Nah. Now you can
We
talk
heard
about
you clicking your mouse though. I heard you clicking your mouse. You must have had this shit typed up or laminated or something.
No, I definitely typed some notes up.
I may had a
you
PowerPoint, bro.
did.
I ain't
But,
running
Max,
it
what
up.
happened? You said you were freestyling everything.
yeah, but you know how Max is. Don't do
Oh,
Max like that. He like Drake. You
Oh,
know
okay.
what I mean?
Look, so you gave me the respect I gave you. I appreciate that. I appreciate my dude.
Oh, you said he had a
But
ghostwriter like Drake? What'd you say?
nah, look at this
Oh.
man. See, look. Why you hating? But
All
anyway,
right, man.
but hold
Hey.
on. But for real, Max, you did a great job. Donald,
Nah.
you I guess you got it, bro. And you did a great job too. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, whoever wants the winner, hey, there he go right here. He's ready. He's ready for you.
Hold on, let me do it.
But
Hold on. Yeah.
what's this? Oh God.
That's the W for the win.
Hey,
Yeah.
no gang signs here.
Congratulations, bro.
Sorry, y'all. No
Congratulations,
gang
bro.
signs, children.
so
No
with
hats,
that.
you bald head bastard.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So with that, for people in the audience, if you want have a anime that you want to debate, want to have come up and debate about versus whatever. If you up for the challenge, please let us know. You can hit us up on Instagram, Twitter. You can hit us up on TikTok. Email us at we are the 420 lords at gmail.com. And
Yes.
hit us up on Clubhouse. Make sure you like, subscribe. Make sure you share this with your friends, especially in the anime community. Y'all know Anime New York is NYC is happening right now. Feel me? Anime
Oh, for
NJ is
real?
happening. Yup, Anime NJ is happening in November. I will be there. So holla at
Well,
me.
I might drive up there.
Come
And
on,
another thing
Lucy.
too. And another thing, in the comments, let us know who you think won. You know what I'm
There
saying?
Yeah.
you go. I think they already said put them comments. They
We
already
want to
did put
hear.
them
We
comments
want to
up.
hear from you.
Put
And
it.
we
Let
want
us
to hear
know.
from y'all. And which one should we do next? And who should go next?
Hunter Hunter Power Scale versus JJK Power Scaling.
Oh, that's
Nen
you and Yuki
versus
all day. That's you
Curse
and Yuki
Energy.
all day. That's
Nen
you and
versus
Yuki.
Curse Energy.
Oh,
But
God.
that's just a little.
Hey, that's cool. That sounds like a good one. That sounds like good. But hey, we love y'all. We finna
Hey, hold
end it.
on. Let me say one more thing.
Go ahead.
Thank you,
Go
thank
ahead. Go
you,
ahead.
And make sure you
thank
end it
you.
too.
Yeah,
I
like
got
Slim.
it. Chill,
Oh, Jesus.
Wire back. Look. All right, Donald.
Wheel it. Wheel it. Wheel it.
Look. We gonna get on you later because you lost another
Wheel
debate.
it.
Anyway, another bet really. Thank you, Donald. Thank you, Max, for coming on. Y'all definitely show people how to actually debate. For one, let's start right there. But also, you showed us a good time. We got a couple lives out, and look, I hope y'all come on again and do this. I really appreciate y'all. Um, but yeah, y'all, we out with the 420 Lords. We do this type of stuff. We got more content coming. We got Anime Jeopardy coming. I didn't forget about it. I just been busy. Okay, people got to pay bills.
In real
Yeah,
talk.
I'm just saying. I'm
Period.
just saying. Hey, look, man. Look, these bills ain't gonna pay themselves. Hey,
They
look. If you
show
gonna pay
money.
my, hey, if you gonna pay my bills, hey, cash that bill. Lord Bell, 1993. Hey, if you, I'm just saying, you doing all that head shaking over there. Yeah, I'm talking to you,
Oh
funky
God.
my mouth. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying,
Anyway,
don't you gotta have a place to
oh,
have
this
business?
is my place. What you
Hey
I'm sorry.
mean?
hey
Anyway,
yo.
That man said you the
anyway,
homeless. I live in a
He said
hotel.
yeah.
anybody can get it. Jesus.
Anyway,
Jesus.
we closing now. Thank y'all for showing up. Tell us in the comments who won. Even though, hey,
It is
We're
what it
all
is.
winners.
Look,
Except for Max.
look, this ain't high school. You ain't gonna get no participation award, okay?
Hey yo.
All right,
Crunchy.
deuces.
Yo.
All right.
Peace.
Thanks,
Good
guys.
night, y'all.